What is going on, my YouTube friends and all my Patreon friends, all my live music friends, man? What's up? What's up? I've been getting so into the live stuff lately. There's been so much live music coming out. This one isn't brand new, but I just checked my channel and I haven't done any Dua Lipa. And I've heard like some of her big hits. Like I've heard them, but I couldn't sing them back. So like it's gonna be a pretty fresh reaction. Cause like yeah, I'm trying to think of like a hook or a lyric or something, and I might be able to recognize it like when it comes on, but yeah, I don't think so. Otherwise, so this is a Patreon request from my long time supporter. Holy, one of the first, my friend Havard. I appreciate you so much. And you're right. This is probably the first time you've sent me a new artist other than Bruno Mars. So if you're new here, my friends, my name's Jess. So welcome to the BEL channel. I've got a background as I was a live sound technician for a long time, for like 10 years. I've been a performing musician on and off throughout my life too. And more recently, I've been doing some studio recording and some mixing and some editing and all that stuff. So I kind of bring that lens to my reactions, but we're going to have some fun, man. If you are new here, I appreciate you being here. All my returning friends, I appreciate y'all as well. Like, come on, man. It's been insane. I don't even have words for how wild this whole YouTube thing has been for the last little bit. So let's do this before I get too awkward. Let's watch this. Cool guitar line. It's a nice sounding drum kit, man. It's acrylic, which has a sound to it, and it's got this really high. There's something really high and airy going on. I don't know if it's like a track doing like a clap, or if that's just the snare drum too. So I'm gonna wait, and then we'll talk about that. I'll be real nerdy about that later, but I like the drum kit. Oh, cool, man. They all stepped out of the way for her. That's like talk about stage awareness. How cool is that? Talk about respect and stage awareness. Wow. Words tonight.
Give it up for my girl Georgie on the keys tonight. Hey. Give it up for my amazing singers. Naomi, Kira, Izzy, and Matt. Let's go.
Wow. Wow. I want to go through that again before we get into this. I'll let it run for a bit because I know I've been pausing a lot already. It sounds like there's one or two of them doing the unison, like the main melody, and then the harmonies come in. Does anyone know? Is there any like behind the scenes, or does anyone know? Like, is this like a group? Does the backing vocalist have like a group name or something? Very curious, man. This is like, it's groovy. It's got like a pocket to it. I like it. Might be all unison and then harmonies. What an intro. I've heard this before. That drop's gonna be crazy. Yeah, because it's all drums and bass, man. Like there's other stuff going on. That telly's going nuts. Sounds like it's got a cool delay on it or something. Like there's lots of like, I was using this word earlier, so I'm trying not to overuse it, but like in a different video, there's like a lot of like environmental things going on. You know what I mean? Like sounds and like the guitar doing the like what it's doing. I'm not gonna try to sing it back, but it's got like this kind of delay feedback thing to it. But like the bass and the drums are just driving it the whole time. And the drop out and they come back in. It's almost like a EDM drop almost. Like it almost has that same kind of energy, right? And I've definitely heard this melody or this hook before. I don't remember what the original sounds like though, if it's like a real dance track or like a pop track or what. But I like the energy they're bringing in. I like how like relaxed she looks too, especially singing in her head voice in front of this many people, this big a crowd going this crazy too, being comfortable and like confident enough or in control enough to stay in her head voice that cleanly. It's a great hook, man. Great hook section. Everyone knows the cowbell was coming, eh? That was an expected one. I like that. Wow, man. The backing vocalists are killing these sections, and you can like there's a couple things I always look for. Like, is everyone singing all the consonants? So like say if it's I don't know what all the exact lyrics are, but like say if it's let's do don't stop me. You don't want it to be don't right to start now between all the vocalists. Sorry for the stutter. I'm just gonna leave that in there because it's fun. But the priority is around the vowels. The vowels have the tonal qualities and the notes, right? So the backing vocalists are really staying away from those like hard, like those plosions, like the, like my compressor. Wow, compressor will take all that stuff out, et cetera, et cetera. But if you have a bunch of those stacked, especially in a live vocal, you hear it. And I don't hear any of it. All I hear is Dua Lipa enunciating all these words. And I think that's super impressive. I think that's like worth noting when it comes to professional backing vocalists, man. It's a great walk too. You call that like the catwalk walk? Nasty. Harmonies. She handed off the mic. So we're going into a dance breakdown now, aren't we? All right. I thought she handed the mic off. She might have gotten it back. Great note, great pitch. This melody is so catchy. It's gonna be stuck in my head for the rest of my life. Harmonies too. Got some like rock energy. The weight behind those ad libs when she's hyping the crowd, it's giving me like 80s rock, man. I like that. Listen to that crowd. Wow, eh? The fireworks.
The best fans in the world, thank you so much for such an incredible night. I love you. Obrigada.
Wow.
Give it up for my incredible dancers, the very, very best. Hey. And a massive, massive round of applause for my incredible band and my singers. Let's hear it.
So this is a vibe and a half, right?
And I'm Dua Lipa. Thank you so much from the very bottom of my heart. Keep partying, have fun, get home safe, take care of each other. I love you. Obrigada. Good night. Walk away, walk away, walk away, walk away.
Fire. The confidence. The confidence in that last stand. Oh, look at that. I got a couple thumbs on my requested. Look at that. The confidence in that last stand was like, showed some energy, you know? But I got questions, man, because I haven't seen any Dua Lipa, and color me interested. Color me interested. Like she killed it. Like every note was like perfect. Like there was nothing that stood out to me that felt weird. Nothing at all. There wasn't anything over the top either. And that's fine. I like that. Like if your voice does a certain thing, do that well. If you can do runs, if you do riffs and all that stuff, do that. And if your voice does other things like mine does, do that. Do it well. So I'm curious, man. I'd like to see the vocal range or like dynamics of Dua Lipa. I'd also like to see her performance, man, because that looked very like scripted is probably the wrong word. Planned, rehearsed is probably like better than just scripted. Scripted, I feel like gets a negative kind of description or adaptation compared to what I'm trying to say here. Because I think discipline equals freedom in a good way. But that's another conversation. But like the choreo was tight, it was synced, but it didn't blow my lid off. And I don't want to get eaten over that. So I'm curious. I'm genuinely curious if what the choreo looks like, what the rest of the show looks like. So send me some more requests, man. I think my friend Havard sent me another one, if that was Dua Lipa too. But if y'all made it this far, man, just drop some suggestions down below. It does worlds for the channel. And like I said, I'm genuinely curious. From like a good perspective, man. Like I believe that she deserves to be where she is. I want to see where the magic is. I'm excited for it. So I appreciate the request. I appreciate you getting me on this. My friends, Patreon link, PayPal links in the description box. I got a Discord too if you want to come hang out. And we'll see y'all in the next one.